They made a new Steam machine? Is that what they're calling it?
Hey everyone, this is Steam Deck. Steam Deck is our powerful, portable, handheld gaming PC that lets you take your Steam library with you anywhere. We're pretty proud of it. People who own Steam Decks have been playing everywhere, and we couldn't be happier with the response we've heard from all of you. We're excited to talk about the future of Steam Deck, but not today, because this isn't a video about the future of Steam Deck. This is a video about the future of Steam hardware. Today, we're announcing 3 new members of the Steam hardware lineup.
What the hell?
All connect you with powerful PC controller. Even games never built
I know that game.
with a controller in mind. It's on the thumbsticks and now on the back of the controller too, so you can enable precision gyro aiming with the touch of your thumb. Every Steam controller. Snap it on to charge. Once you're charged up, is a powerful gaming PC. Oh, this is the new Steam
Monkey
machine.
Golf for the Nintendo GameCube?
Steam Machine is a powerful gaming PC in a small but mighty package, designed for your games on the big screen. It's quiet too, which is crazy since it's 6 times more powerful than a Steam Deck, powered by a discrete, semi-custom AMD GPU, enabling 4K gaming at 60 frames per second with FSR. Steam Machine runs SteamOS made for a bigger screen, built for gaming in your living room, your office, or wherever you play, with the rest of your PC accessories. Steam Machine borrows some great features from Steam Deck, like lightning fast.
Okay, sorry, I might be stupid. What's the point of this? The whole benefit of a Steam Deck is that it's portable. What's the point of a what's the point of this in your living room? For console cucks? I guess so. It's essentially just like a PC gaming library, but you get to enjoy it as a console. I guess that makes sense. I mean, you can kind of do that already, but
Keep and wake, an SD card slot to easily expand your storage, and bring some new tricks of its own, like a customizable LED strip, which can show different system functionalities, or your own light show.
is tech progression just going in circles? I mean, look, I hope this puts an end to the console wars, because being real, consoles shouldn't exist. The entire concept of consoles was from the beginning. Like, here's a bunch of art that can only be experienced on different, like, proprietary mediums, different devices. Can you imagine if the Blu-ray HD DVD war continued and there were like 4 different contenders in the mix and then it went going for like 40 years? That. Like, yeah, console exclusives, we still don't have Bloodborne. If we could just have a PC library on all games, that would be fine by me. You know, like for all systems. Mobile, on your PC, in your living room, whatever. That's fine by me. Vaush never heard of a thing called piracy? What the f*** are you talking about? What? I'm talking about console compatibility. You can't pirate Bloodborne onto your Nintendo Switch. Well, okay, if you go through a computer maybe, or you do some insane... I'm sure somebody's done it, but like conventionally, piracy is so Reddit. True.
Steam Machine is a PC, so run whatever software you want, and it works with all your favorite desktop and gaming accessories. Steam Machine is designed to work hand in hand with the Steam controller, with a low latency...
Maybe they meant PC games are easy to pirate, but what the f does that have to do with what I said? It has literally nothing to do with what I said. It was a weird condescending message that was completely disconnected from my pro-consumerist, my pro-customer standpoint that the console wars are dumb.
Wireless connectivity of the Steam controller puck built right in, and it's great for streaming your games to your phone, tablet, laptop, Steam Deck, or Steam Frame. Oh, yep, this is Steam Frame.
Oh no, not more of this. Consoles are still cheaper than PC? Yeah, but that's because PCs are better. They have more stuff. Like, consoles are super dedicated. PCs can do lots of stuff, you know?
Steam Frame is Valve's next generation VR hardware. Stream all your Steam games, VR and non-VR alike, in this comfortable, lightweight, wireless VR headset. Steam Frame uses camera-based tracking, so getting into your games is as easy as slipping on the headset and waking it up. Steam Frame controllers, included with the headset, are designed with all the inputs you need for your VR titles, like motion controls and capacitive tracking for all your fingers, as well as a split gamepad layout to work with your whole Steam library. They even feature the same magnetic thumbsticks as Steam controller for response.
This stuff just isn't for me. I'm never going to sit down and want to play a video game and think like, yeah, man, time to strap on my headset. I'm never going to do this. No hate to people who like it. This is just not for me. I'm not a peripheral gaming guy, you know?
Responsiveness and longevity. Steam Frame also pairs seamlessly with the new Steam controller, a great companion for playing non-VR games in the headset. To make sure streaming is smooth and stable no matter what, Steam Frame includes a wireless adapter that lets you stream your games from your PC to your headset over a fast and dedicated Wi-Fi 6 connection. And the game is streamed to your frame optimized for VR, using new technology that allows...
It's a fun experience for a lot of artistic things. Yeah, no, I'm not anti-VR, like, as a concept. I don't think it's a bad direction to go down. I will just never do that shit.
For the highest resolution streaming exactly where your eyes are looking. And Steam Frame is a PC, running Steam OS. In addition to streaming, you can install and play a bunch of VR and non-VR games right in the headset without a host PC. You can also expand your onboard storage to fit even more games with a micro SD card. Steam controller, Steam machine, and Steam Frame. All built with the same DNA as Steam Deck. All powered by Steam, work together.
What RPG would you recommend for an RPG noob who's only played games? The problem is that RPG as definitionally encompasses 90% of the games in the market, depending on where you draw the line. If you want like a contemporary, topical, high quality, like true RPG, probably Baldur's Gate 3, man. That shit rocks. But I have no... You could mean anything. Do you mean, like, action RPG, like a Diablo? Do you mean, like, adventure RPG? Do you mean, like, true party, like, decision-making based RPGing? Like, you know, to an extent, Baldur's Gate 3, but moreover, like, I don't know, Disco Elysium, which is also absolutely an RPG. Cyberpunk 2077 is an RPG, but it's also, yeah, like 99% of Cyberpunk you get done just by shooting people. So is it really an RPG? I mean, I guess, you know.
And can be used however you'd like, with whatever peripherals and accessories you choose. Everything you see here is the culmination of what we've learned from our previous hardware experience and what we wanted ourselves as gamers. Powerful PC gaming in an open ecosystem, giving you more ways to enjoy the games you love and discover new ones. Steam Controller, Steam Machine, and Steam Frame are all shipping in early 2026. Learn more at steampowered.com/hardware.
Well, that all seems pretty cool. That all seems pretty based. For a lot of people, RPGs are defined as character progression systems. Yeah, the problem is that, like, Call of Duty has character progression systems. Everything's a fucking RPG, you know? I guess, in my mind, if, like, all of your time in a game is spent engaging with the combat mechanics, it's not a true RPG. An RPG has to have some, like, faffy character progression story bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, Baldur's Gate 3, I think, gets the pass. I don't know if Cyberpunk can. It can't just be skill trees. Every game has skill trees, you know? An RPG has to have some, like, the elves are leaving. You have to have some larger conceit. I don't know. Yeah, but Baldur's Gate 3's story and combat suck. Damn, you must get so much pussy with contrarianism that fine. That's crazy. You go up to the party and people are out there with the, you know, the weak, dry-ass takes, and you're showing up with primo-cut stuff like that? I think the desirability for consoles is compatibility for the architecture. UE5 games run better on consoles because they don't have to take into account different hardware. I guess. I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty anti-hardware anyway. It feels like we pretty much have it figured out, and right now, the hardware contests for console and PC gaming are just like watching NVIDIA and AMD beat off over each other. I don't really know how much I care, I guess, you know, on hardware. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like we kind of got it figured out. I mean, Jesus, the most recent graphics cards, the main tech they're touting is AI upscaling, you know? Like, isn't that because companies lose money on consoles anyway? Yeah, they typically do, because they try to make it back with the other stuff. 10 years of better tech and all we get is worse games from companies with the most money to throw at them. That is true. Like, it's the tech is unbelievable, but games fundamentally don't look that much better than they did 5 years ago. And also, the only good games are indie ones anyway. Everyone knows that, like, right now we've been going through like a decade-long indie gaming renaissance with banger shit coming out every year, and then like every 6 months everyone gets disappointed by a AAA release that gets like mostly positive to mixed on Steam until they fix the 78,000 bugs that it shipped with. I don't know. GTA 6 disappoints. It's over for AAA. I hope so. It won't, but I hope so. GTA 6 fired its unionized devs. Yeah, I've heard about that. I wanted to like Starfield so bad. With respect, why, man? Bethesda's evil. They're evil. It's such an they hate you so much. Hate you. They despise the consumer. It changed my life for the worse. It's never been the same since the Starfield release. Thoughts on Oblivion Remastered? I just don't think you should give money to Bethesda. They hate you. I don't know what to... They're the most, like, obviously contemptuous mainstream AAA company by a long shot. I genuinely think Bethesda hates you more than, like, EA or Activision. I 100% do. I really do. There is no way to look at the decision-making from that company and not come away with the belief that they just enjoy your suffering. Counterpoint Blizzard. I would actually like, okay, not talking about like the way they treat their employees. I'm talking about the way they treat their customers. I would say Blizzard is still better than Bethesda. It's really hard to top like the 17 Skyrim re-releases, the Fallout 76 debacle, Starfield. You know what the main thing is for me? It's that Starfield is bad in exactly the same ways as every other Bethesda game. And then they made it worse. Like, imagine if we all waited ages and ages for Diablo 4, which is shit, by the way. But imagine we all waited for Diablo 4, and Diablo 4 was literally just pre-patched Diablo 3 with better graphics. Oh, it's Shmiablo Shmee. Here's a real money auction house. You know, exactly the same thing. Like, Starfield is the same game as Skyrim, as Oblivion, as all, it's 76. They're all the same game. They're the same game, and everyone's complained about the same things in all of those games, and they never change them because they hate you. They hate you. They hate you so much. When I played Fallout 4 on console, I couldn't walk into downtown because the game would crash. Honestly, blessing. Game's saving you there. At least then it remains good in your imagination. Not only did they not change shit, they excluded already fixed shit. Yeah, I don't know how dysfunctional that company is internally. I have no idea. I don't care enough to know, basically. But it's inexcusable, you know? Vaush says us, they hate you too. Well, I don't buy their games. So I'm immune, okay? I'm not respectfully, guys, I'm not stupid enough to buy Bethesda games. I bought 76, which was of course Obsidian. Not 76, that's 76. Fallout New Vegas, which was of course Obsidian. And apart from that, the only Bethesda game I've bought is Skyrim, which I hate. That was the one. That was my one inoculation. I never played Oblivion. I played Skyrim. I was like, wow, this is a captivating, terrible experience. And then after that, I'm set. I don't need to fall for it again. Skyrim is the top of the glue pile. Yeah, 100%. Have you played Morrowind? Nah, but I've always wanted to. I hear Morrowind was back when they were a real gaming company. I've heard like Morrowind was made back when where there was like vision and direction in the company. I am curious to try that. I just haven't gotten around to it, you know. I think from what I've heard, Oblivion and Skyrim are largely pretty similar, so I'm not interested in playing Oblivion, but I'll try Morrowind. Maybe one day if I'm bored enough, I'll play Daggerfall. You won't like Morrowind if you don't like Skyrim? I don't necessarily know if that's true. I don't know if that's true. Do you like Assassin's Creed? No. From what little I've played of it. I can't stand that shit, man. The like copy and paste games in general. If a game's gonna be copy and paste, it had better have some good gameplay. Like, I did not mind Doom 2 and Doom 1 being basically the same game, except you add the super shotgun and the, you know, the guy who resurrects people or whatever. But Assassin's Creed's gameplay is not good enough to warrant